Happy Monday, everyone. Happy
What's
Monday.
up, fam?
Back to the
What's
normal
up, guys?
programming here. And as such, unfortunately, Cousin Warner will not be joining us today. But good to see everyone. Good to see everyone.
Hope
Good to see
everyone had a good weekend.
Okay, chat. Sound like Aiden Ross right now. Check if you can apply for the Nike Ungate. We think the ban has been lifted. It's been lifted on a lot of people. So can you check, see if you're allowed to apply for the Nike Ungate if you previously weren't able to, and such.
So where have you been hearing that, Miles? Have people been saying that? Like, what's the news
on the
there?
same front, when an Amazon rule changes, your boy gets an onslaught of text messages right now.
Good and bad, both positive and negative.
Let's go both ways. It does go both ways, right? So a couple of my young stallions who have been, suppressed, not able to sell Nike the past month as a result of being a new seller. I tell them check every day. What do? They check every day, right?
And then there we go. Ear to the ground.
I got my ear to the streets.
Yep.
I got my ear to the streets.
You got to.
Check, guys, in the chat, check to see if you're able to apply for the Nike Ungate. I can apply.
Because a lot of times when Amazon goes to mass gate brands like that, it does end up being an error of some sort. Like there's no harm in checking every day or like every couple of weeks or so for brands that maybe you previously could apply for.
Hello from Colorado. What's up?
Yeah. So now
also in the chat, let us know NBA Finals predictions, team and no, I don't.
Yeah, when's game one?
I don't know. Later this week. I think it's Thursday or something. Let us know your team and series number predictions.
Cool.
Celtics in 6, so that's a hot take.
Have I watched a single game all season? No.
Are the Celtics favored? I assume they probably are. Right?
Probably slight.
As soon as I checked it, as soon as I checked. Yeah, that's a good breaking news from FBA Network.
Mavs
4-0. Said I can apply.
Cool. All right, let's get to it, folks. Get those Nike applications in, y'all. Get those Nike applications in.
Yeah, multiple people saying that they can't apply. So that's awesome. That means it might be up for new sellers.
Right. See, now remember who was laughing about it on Twitter. That's all I'm going to say. Remember who was laughing about it on Twitter and saying, oh my gosh, new sellers can't. Remember who has your best interest in mind. What up, Nigel? Attaboy. I can request. Cool. Yeah, Travis, get that in, man. Travis, you always got really good questions too, man. So yeah, if anyone saw my social media pages, I was handing out some buckets to some coaching students yesterday, actually. So if you're in the Southeast PA area or New Jersey, actually, as well, and you want to get busted in 4-on-4 outdoor court with double rims, did we lose? Yes. Did I score all the points? Yes.
You took an L?
Dude, Steven was
Who
my
was your squad?
Steven was my right-hand man. Steven, Steven.
Is Spizak any good?
Spizak's a baseball player.
He's the engineer baseball player combo. Yeah. So you get what you can expect.
Really. Get that in, man. I just bought 10 orders. Yeah, so it's back to Ungate for new sellers. Is it okay to use Walmart box? No, you're good to go, man. Yeah. Garrett looking huge. Yes, sir. What up, bow tie butt? Game time. I love my bow tie community people.
And guys, so any Amazon questions you have at all,
fire
just
away,
throw them our way. Yeah, we'll just answer them kind of as they come in.
Yeah, especially if you're a new seller, now is a great time. And if you're especially in the tri-state area and wanna run some hoops sometime too, and everything. Apply
just
for the
in time for back to school.
Yeah, literally, right? Do we source from Nike directly to get ungated? I've heard Target is not working. How the key is that all those sites work. It just, you'll probably get declined a few times. So a lot of new sellers will apply once, get declined, and then be like, this doesn't work. When it takes several submissions, man, just from the same site. Yeah, vibes are strong though, y'all. Let us know any questions you got. Would love to jam, love to help out, and such. And let's get to it, y'all. My audio coming crispy?
Yep.
I don't think the mic's working, but it sounds good.
Oh, I might not have it signed in.
Yeah, it sounds normal. It sounds fine, but it doesn't sound like the mic is working though.
Try now. Now?
Yeah, better.
Different?
So now the Diego said he got 10 orders of Funko, Nerf, Adidas, Nike. He's going to get one more product. What do y'all recommend for my other branded product on Gate? So Diego, my advice would be go with a brand that you have access to, that you know that you can source profitably right away, so that like if you ungate it, you can start buying it right away, right? That'd kind of be my advice.
I would just go based off your reverse sourcing too, right? So you could start with some of the popular listings, right, that a lot of resellers are on, right? Nike, Adidas, Puma, etc. and then just use all those storefronts to dictate what you're going to get ungated for. Because the cool thing is, with that test buy of 10, 15, 20 units, whatever it is, you can use that to also get ungated. Right. So start at a very reseller friendly space and then just iterate from there. The cool thing is when you're reverse sourcing, all you're looking for is exposure, right? You're looking to filter a whole lot of listings to learn, right? Because in the beginning, manual sourcing doesn't do much good because you don't know what you're looking at. You don't know what you don't know. So you can be on Nike's website, but you don't know sales rank. You don't have buy box. You don't have competition. You don't have any of these sorts of things. And you don't have that sixth sense to really understand the nuances. So the cool thing is when you start in the storefront and you can start in actual products, you can filter very quickly. You can filter on sales rank, buy box, where Amazon in or out of stock, the competition, all those sorts of things. And then you're always mapping back to different sites. You're going to learn different sites. You're going to learn about a lot of Amazon stuff. And you're going to be exposed to a lot of interesting products, which is the best you can ask for, because then you prove profitability at the end.
So Abdul has a question. This is a super common question. I get this all the time. So he said, Corey, I face this issue when I contact a supplier, they can't reply. If they reply, they say, we don't allow Amazon sellers. What should I do? So anytime a supplier says that we don't allow Amazon sellers, first thing you want to do is ask them why. Say, okay, I hear you, but why is that?
Mr. Supplier.
And then,
Mr. Supplier.
Yeah, Mr. Supplier. Why is that, right? No, but ask them why. Typically, it's because they've been burned in the past by an Amazon seller, or the ones they've dealt with have just been a pain in the ass. So figure out why it is they don't want to work with Amazon sellers, and then craft kind of like a pitch to overcome that objection, and go from there. And a lot of times it might take following up for a few weeks or a few months to end up landing that account. So another question too, I actually just answered this on my story, I think yesterday or today, but they said starting in wholesale website is important when reaching out to distributors. What if you aren't currently selling any products? Should we just have a bunch of fake products on the site? So no, right? So, and you don't even necessarily need a website that sells anything. What I recommend is just if you're going to have a website, just a one-page website, super simple. All it says is who you are and what you do. Those two
Bingo.
things.
Yeah,
One
you can make
page,
that in
clean.
10 minutes on Card. C-A-R.
Yeah,
you ever heard of that,
easy.
Card? You ever heard of Card?
Yeah, C-A-R-D, right?
$8 a year, I think. Yeah. Something ridiculous, man.
Yep. So, I mean, that's an option as well. But one thing I will say is a bad website will hurt you more than no website. So if you just
say it
throw up
louder for the
some,
people in the back. Say it louder for the people
in
in the
that out
back.
on Speed Hunter right now.
I was about to say,
Say it louder for the people in the back, baby.
But seriously, if you have a bad website, it makes you look super unprofessional, and suppliers will not deal with you. Whereas if you have no website, a lot of times they'll just make you explain yourself in more detail. So don't give them a reason to just deny you right off the bat if they look up your website and it's super amateurish or just sketchy looking.
That's such a bar.
Boom. Appreciate it, guys. Do I have to wait till my order's coming? No. Fire, bro. All you guys watching this that don't yet have Nike, go place an order on ASOS or soccer.com right now. Download that order confirmation email as a PDF and fire it out. Now, you're going to get declined a couple times, right? You got to trust Uncle Flips, right? I'm not lying to you. This is exactly how it's done. It's going to take a couple submissions. Yep.
Because the cool thing is, the people who got burned for procrastinating that Nike invoice the first time have hopefully learned their lesson, because it can and inevitably probably will happen at some point again. So don't be the person that gets burned twice. It can go back tomorrow. It can go back in 2 days. You don't know, but take it for the current scenario and get that ungate done quick, because you make a whole bunch of money. Carlos coming with the sauce. New sellers can get ungated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just because, that lead was clearly easy to find, Trey. It was probably a lead from Nike.com, which is, pretty easy to find and such. So, yeah.
Corey spitting venom today. Yeah, those bars.
Dude, yeah. Michael, you better be at ASD, man. I know you live in Vegas. We're going to have me, you, 20 Drink Tony, Uncle Garrett, Cousin Warner, Corey posted up, right? We're going to have Grant, the cameraman, in the building, right? Al
Corey with his backpack.
It's a fucking family reunion. It's a family reunion. We'll have Anthony as well, too.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that.
20 Drink Tony.
Someone said when you see a guy with orange lenses pull up, shit is going down.
Yeah, some
Miles those lenses. These are blue light blocking as well, but they have my prescription in them, so I basically take my contacts out.
Yeah, that could be a skill issue. Yeah, that could.
It is absolutely.
Yeah.
Corey, do you know who that's copyrighted from?
Who?
Cold email wizard, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if it's copyright. Yeah, see, that's the crazy thing is Corey doesn't even know who Cold Email Wizard is.
No, I do. I follow him.
Oh, good. Yeah, get some good. wisdom.
Every phrase that you hear Miles say more than 10 times in a week, 100% he's stolen from someone.
That dude tweets like 13 times a day. It's crazy how much
Smart,
volume he puts out.
Do live sourcing. We'll do so. I actually posted a really good auto ungate live sourcing video yesterday. It's actually getting a lot of views too. Which is pretty cool. Oh, okay, cool. Corey, can you talk about bundles? What should be the right way to approach them, and where can we find authentic content on them? Thanks.
Yeah, so when it comes to it depends on what kind of bundles you want to do, right? I assume you're talking about branded bundles. So the only right way to do branded bundles is to be working directly with the brand, get an LOA, letter of authorization, that basically allows you to create these bundles on Amazon of their products. And so what you would do is you would take the brand's products and you would bundle it with one of your own essentially private label products and list it under the brand's name on Amazon using one of their UPC codes, right? So that's a proper way to do it. Again, it involves working directly with the brand. There's people that go about it doing it other ways. I go about it doing it a different way, but that's like the true above the board way of doing it.
But even still, right, there's a ton of opportunity in sourcing and just kind of like scaling listings up or down. Right. So you can go to even the Costco's, BJ's, Sam's Clubs of the world, right? Buying something in a 12 pack, a 16 pack, a 20 pack, and then either scaling that down to a single pack, scaling it down to a 4 pack, 6 pack, and just like scaling out the quantities. It works the other way, right? So maybe you're buying units singles and you're melting it, or you're scaling it up to a 6 pack listing or a 20 pack listing, right? It seems simple. It seems slight, but even just that little, and it's going to turn blue, watch. even that little bit of nuance adds a bit of complexity and adds a bit of a moat to your products, just kind of establishing a little bit more chance of profitability rather than simply just matching it 1-to-1. It's that extra layer, that extra step that keeps out a lot of competition.
Yep.
Try and invest in. Nah, you're only going to invest in something if you already find it profitable, you know? Yeah, some ungates you'll have to watch a video for, but yeah, no, like it'll be very clear if something's good, you know? It's that I'll have to do very. No, you won't have to. You won't have to. No. Well, I mean, I don't think GSR. Like, because I know a bunch of people who just applied and they all said it. I think you'll be good to go. Just
kind of a clean logo.
Oh yeah, GSR is awesome. Cool.
So, can you mention which companies you're using for bookkeeping? So we use Tall Oak Advisors. I think it's just talloakadvisors.com. That's run by our buddy Chris Potter, who he was like an 8-figure wholesale seller back in the day. They do good work for bookkeeping.
Is it possible for us to bundle 2 different brands together? I don't think so, right? Well, I mean, you could, but it's if
you totally can. So I mean, that's how most people do branded bundles. Is they take, you know, brand, regardless of how many other brands are bundling together, they take other people's brands and then they brand it with their own private label product. Let's call it Corey's brand, right? And so then on Amazon, you see the listing is under the brand name Corey's brand, even though the products are from, you know, that other brand. But because you use your own private label product with your own trademark, you can list it under that brand name. So that's kind of like the workaround.
Do you have to add a product that you bring to market, or can I take a Crayola?
Yeah, you do. I mean,
bundle.
You might be able to like create the listing, but it'll get taken down like immediately. Like it definitely needs to have like an additional item that allows you to list, because that's what allows you to list it under like your own brand name.
That's so interesting though. There's so like you can do like a calculator that pumps with a pack of batteries.
Yep.
Right, because those sorts of things just obviously go hand in hand.
Yeah, and that's one that I saw recently actually. So we got an offer for like one of our distributors got 10,000 units of those Fujifilm disposable cameras in. Remember those like from back in the day? Crazy. But like there's multiple listings on Amazon that do, you know, 2,000 units a month, 5,000
Wait,
units
explain that concept though, because that's wildly important.
What, the fact that there's multiple listings?
Listings. Yes, the same listing FBM on 2 products at a time, or the same product FBM on 2 listings.
We used to do that back in the day. Heavy.
Crazy, man. That de-risks you like a madman.
Yep. Oh, there's plenty of products that we carry where we have 3 different ASINs for the same product. So we'll just spread our order around over those 3 ASINs, right? So much easier. But the point I was trying to make is that again, we got this offer for all these Fujifilm disposable cameras, and there were a ton of bundle listings where somebody had taken the disposable camera and bundled it with, say, a microfiber cloth. And I saw one bundle listing that was doing 10,000 units per month, and it was one seller, right? Because it was listed under their brand name of their microfiber cloth, like the brand of their microfiber cloth. So it's, again, somewhat of a kind of like gray area, and brands aren't really starting to police it right now. But if and when they do in the future, I could see some people getting taken down because of that.
Yeah, Linus, if you don't join if you're joining someone else's listing, you're going to get kicked off, right? Yeah, it has to be your own thing. It's kind of the point.
Yeah, you got to.
Well, to kind of, I guess, elaborate on that. So Linus, that's why people that make those bundles like that I just mentioned, they choose brands that don't have a history of issuing IP complaints, right? If you try to create a branded bundle for, say, Nike socks, or for, like other products like that, like other big massive brand names, then they're not going to let you do that. Like they're probably going to get your listing flagged. But if you're doing this with like a, kind of obscure like grocery brand, then that brand's unlikely to IP you.
Yeah, Amber's speaking facts there. Not always, but ideally, always when you can cross list. Yeah, good call. Generic. Yeah, you got to follow. Yeah. Unfortunately, avoid generic stuff. Yeah.
Especially as a newer seller, those first couple of months are like the most risky it will ever be to sell on Amazon, right? Your account's new, you don't have the track record. One IP complaint, if you just started and you're only doing 5,000, 10,000 in revenue a month, that can be enough to get you shut down.
Yeah, so just focus on, keep it simple if you're a new seller, like stuff that has an established brand that has history for a while. Oh, it's Ian's mom. Oh shit. All right. We still gotta do a podcast episode. See, now the crazy thing is Corey doesn't even know who that is. Right? Ian was low key Corey before Corey, if we're being honest. If we're being honest with ourselves, low key. Yeah, low key.
Ian who?
Exactly. Get him.
Get him out of here.
Our friend Ian.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Yeah, he's a really, really good guy. He like travels full time and does wholesale shit. Yeah. He might be at ASD this year. Because he was at ASD 2 years ago. Yeah. So his mom is a Chad Scaler as well.
Was he not there last year?
Nope, not last year. Yep. Ooh, avoiding lost shipments. The big thing is just making sure you're prepping stuff correctly. You know what I mean? Making sure your product's getting there and such, all that kind of stuff, and just following Amazon's guidelines for all prep, making it easier on their employees, Yep.
Cool. Yeah, packing stuff, if stuff's glass, using bubble wrap, right? Like not trying to skimp on the prep requirements just to save a buck or two, because it will come back to bite you.
Oh, I see so many younger people taking those shortcuts, right?
Right.
Like shipping products late, there's so many things, like doing listing clothes under a different listing, right? If they're different qualities, like so much stuff of that is just not worth it.
Yep. Yeah, you'll get shut down quick.
Bro, I told you he was there last ASD. Tripping.
I could be wild though. I don't remember meeting him though. What software do you at? Yeah, I was so SellerAmp for like the baseline, and then the big thing's going to be looking at Keep It Charts. Keep It Charts is going to be the best indication of recent IPs.
Right, and if there's ever a question, look at a couple products under that brand, right? For example, if one of a brand's products is a little questionable, pull up 4, 5, 6, 7 of those same products under that brand. And if they all show that same sort of movement, then it's a lot more of a clear sign.
Get the Miami meetup next week, probably. Yeah, Carlos, hit the DMs for that. Let's see. What's that? Yeah, 19 by 24 poly mailers for like backpacks and duffel bags and stuff like that. That's actually a major hack for shipping out those types of products, because some like smaller ones you can get under 1 pound and you save like $5 on shipping. FBM if they're under 1 pound versus above 1 pound. I mean, issues with that. Oh, exactly. Yeah. That's the problem, Linus. Yeah, like that. Like it's obviously like a good opportunity to make some bread, but you're probably not going to be able to sell on those branded listings, man. Yeah. What's ASD? When is it this year? It's a big trade show in Las Vegas.
I think it's early. I think it's the first week in August.
Way earlier. Yeah.
It's like August 4th or 5th.
4th.
Yeah. It is early on this year.
Yeah, 4th to the 7th. Yeah. So I'll probably be there for like the 5th and the 6th or so. Wait. So the 4th is a Sunday? Let's see.
I think so. Yeah. Because it's usually Sunday through Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
Saturday starts Saturday, doesn't it?
Well, it's like technically that's like the early day, but I think the actual official show day is Sunday.
So get there Saturday night, leave Tuesday morning. Sounds good.
SellerAmp event Sunday night.
So we got touchdown, dinner with the gang, right? Wake up, go to the show, boom, Amazon lit event
same repeat, boom. Next day, boom, seller amp event, boom, and keep it moving and get the fuck out of Las Vegas.
Yeah, 2 days max.
Yeah,
Dude, any more than that is a lot.
Yeah. And then I think Sawyer did the 1 week challenge one time. I think
He was there, I think, he was there for, I was there for 5 days. I think last day I stayed 5 or actually maybe even 6 days.
There was one
was there
day
for
I
a
think
long
that
time.
B Flips went from Miami straight to Vegas, and then
Sawyer did the challenge too one time, the Miami to Vegas challenge.
and then he
Pedro,
went
sorry,
somewhere after Vegas too. I think he went overseas.
does the brand Braun have any IP issues? I'm not sure, Mohammed. Check the Keep It charts.
I don't know. So I don't know about IP issues, but there is a Braun listing that we used to sell that was a really good listing that they enrolled in transparency. So we ended up not being able to continue selling it. But as far as IP issues, we never got any IP complaints.
Yeah, In-N-Out's fire. Some websites like Foot Locker don't provide invoices for 10 plus units. Yeah, just use the receipts, man. There's really no difference in 2024. I understand that they might decline you a couple times and say that, but like, trust me, like you'll just use receipts for everything.
Pete, that's a rare L from Pete's Flips.
You rock with Jack in the Box? I've never been there.
No, In-N-Out.
It looks.
In-N-Out's
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh. Okay, that is a hot take, actually.
Yeah.
That's very, like we're hearing the crickets in the background and everything. Yeah, that is a rare L take.
He doesn't have many of them.
Tweet occasionally. Well, I mean, he did let you stay in Fort Lauderdale. Or like that might as well have been Boca Raton, honestly. It's really overhyped. Be aware of any serial numbered items. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. A lot of serial numbered stuff will be more expensive too, which puts more like return fraud risk and such, as well. Ooh, okay. How do you go about RFQ method? What's the RFQ method?
Yeah. So RFQ method, it just stands for like request for quote. So that just involves finding products that are already selling well from the brands that your supplier carries and just asking them for a quote on those products. So for example, let's say you find a new supplier, you go on their website and they've got a bunch of brand names that they carry listed on their website. You would just find the best selling products from those brands on Amazon, 3 to 5 products for 3 to 5 brands, and then present that list to the supplier and just say, hey, what would my price be if I were to buy, 30 units or 100 units or however many you need for about a 30-day supply. That's usually my rule of thumb.
It's a good. I like that. Tell them about the another one of your methods I really like is the like quote anchor. Well, you put like the small quote and then the big body quote with the better pricing. I'm screenshotting now. You see that?
Oh no. All
right. Poor Corey. Okay. All right. Let the memes rain in, boys. Okay.
That's.
If anyone needs the screen cap there, let the memes rain in there. No, let the memes rain in. See if we get him back there.
R.I.P. Corey.
Facts. Pedro Sell. Yeah. That's an unfortunate post. Facts. That's facts.
Yeah, that's a death sentence.
They tend to be manufactured. Oh, exactly. Yeah. My account, I don't have sales, but I got an email from Amazon CSPA chart after my trial. Not sure what that is. That's just how much it costs to sell on Amazon, Ronald, I would assume. Such payback for not answering the question. Well, no, James, what did you ask? Let's see. Oh, we lost him. Okay, we'll get him back. All right, I'm not seeing your question, James, up there. See, dig. Yeah. Anyone, feel free to meme that on the the timeline.
Yeah, and tag us all. I expect a quick turnaround on these.
Yeah, after you sell through it. Oh, also too, in other news, our favorite donut place in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, took away the damn donuts, so we're not going there anymore.
A+.
CSBA's customer service by Amazon. My bad. I don't know why I didn't think that through. Yeah. Ronald, unenroll from that, man. Unenroll from that. You don't need that. Yeah.
Who do we think is going to be the first to put it up? Probably Pete, right?
Probably Pete. Yeah, I would assume Pete. Yeah.
What are the questions we got, guys? Got a lot of. Oh, Pete already texted me.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You don't need to do that. Yeah. Do the customer service yourself. All right, we get Corey back here. Fastest way to increase spending power on the palm, spend money and pay it back. It like flexes up essentially. So like if you spend money, you pay it back. All right, Corey, you might be getting violated.
Corey, you're in trouble, my man.
Why? Yeah, my computer just completely.
The pose that you got froze into was not so.
Yeah.
What was it?
I'm sure you'll see on social media.
Yeah, you'll see on
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. You know, happens to the best of us there. You know?
But what was the question you were asking me, Miles, about like the 2PO method?
Yeah. Can you break that down too? Because I know that's a really good wholesale tip as well.
Yeah. So the whole idea is you basically, if you have products where your supplier has them and the pricing is just not quite where you need it to be, what I like to do is I like to send them 2 separate POs. So the first PO is at their regular price and it's a small amount, right? Maybe a couple $100, just a few units. And then the second PO is with a, let's just say, 10% discount applied, or however big of a discount you need in order to make it work. And it's a much larger order, right? Significantly larger. And you basically hand it to your sales rep and you say, hey, here's PO1 and PO2. Feel free to process whichever one you want. And more likely than not, they will try to get you the pricing on that second order because it's a much larger order and they're going to make a bigger commission off of it.
This guy in the Discord just said, just told my boss I had to take an emergency break. I need to get Nike ungated, man. That's a mood right there.
Love that.
It's a big mood.
I need to delete the. Why is it a death sentence? Oh, we were talking about something.
Oh, it's
different.
not. It's no, definitely not. I mean, contact the brand and ask them if they're cool with it. Check the listing if other people are getting kicked off. You know what I mean? Like at this point, you should probably sell through the inventory and delete the listing, but see if the brand's cool with you selling it. You know, like if you're already in contact with them. And provided the refund of you what happened. Yeah, exactly. If you're getting, FBM orders that are the wrong item and such, or FBM returns, just, file a claim with Amazon. How are you, sir? Dude, life is beautiful, man. Saeed, we got the Nike ungate back. New sellers can ungate Nike again, right? I feel like a weight lifted off my shoulders.
Life is good.
Right? Yeah. So y'all, let us know if you get those Nike ungate submission attempts in. Right now, the key here is in tomorrow's stream. Some of you might get declined. It's completely normal. You're just going to keep resubmitting. And such nice thing. We also definitely need to make a follow-up BBB pod because we haven't made a new one in like a month since we did the Nike Ungated Is It Over episode.
Nike just denied me. I have to reapply. Yeah, you're gonna have to reapply a bunch of times most likely. So just keep going. Just keep resubmitting.
Is this the end? Yeah, exactly. Both POs are profitable for you. Yeah, I mean, you're only going to want to do that. Yeah.
Well, so actually not even necessarily, right? Because if the first PO can be really small, right? If the product's not profitable for you, you can just put together a PO for, say $300-$400, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be profitable. You're just obviously hoping that they don't process that one and that they try to work with you on the second one. So it's kind of like a risk reward thing.
Nike listing. Yeah, exactly. Right. I just dropped a link in the chat. Yeah, Corey, do you have Nike Ungated?
No, I don't right now. So I do probably need to go in and do that.
You're in the top 1% of net worth of people who don't have Nike Ungated.
It has to be.
Yeah, well, I remember back when I started selling on Amazon, like 2017, accounts that were ungated in Nike were going for like 50K plus because it was the only way you could get ungated back in the day was with like a legit distributor or manufacturer invoice. And because Nike doesn't really sell through distribution, it was very difficult to do.
So now that's the new Gillette. Gillette's there. Expensive.
Or there's a bunch of brands that are like that are just restricted now to any. I mean, there's probably hundreds of brands like that.
I live in Texas. Yeah. So sales tax for OA, you almost always have to pay. Eventually, you're going to use a sales tax-free prep center. I actually have a full guide to prep centers dropping tomorrow for y'all, and such. And then for RA, get what's called a sales tax permit. You didn't save the preview lives on your channel. I think just one and the others are a month ago. Yeah, Ronald. So I don't save them because it hurts in the algorithm. But if you watch the free Discord, I leave them up unlisted. So you can find all the links to previous streams in the announcement section of the free Discord. And make sure, hop in the free Discord if you haven't already too. And check out the auto ungate list as well. And then now that Nike's ungated too, go ahead and get Nike ungated too. But says I'm not featured eligible. Any idea how to fix? Yeah, so you'll need a bunch of SKUs live and to be very competitive on those listings. But it's just time, Tom. Honestly, you can call Amazon and ask them to turn on featured eligibility too. Make a post on the Amazon seller forums. But for the most part, it's just time and getting on more listings.
Go ahead.
So somebody asked this earlier. She said she watched my April P&L breakdown video. She basically asked, what's the benefit of paying with a credit card and still paying a fee to spend the credit card, right? So we use a service called Melio where we can pay with a credit card, but our supplier gets cash and they charge us 2.9% in order to do that. But if we use a credit card that offers cash back, like a Capital One Spark for 2%, or Chase Inc. What is it? Chase Inc. Business Premier, which is 2.5% on transactions over 5K. Then the fee basically cancels out.
You see, we're rocking with the gang right there in person yesterday.
That's a good crew.
Wait, Ashad's not in that.
Ashad unfortunately had to leave early. He had a
How's his jump shot though?
You and him would be a good matchup actually. So he can definitely shoot better than you, but you'll have him athleticism wise and such. But like you're in trouble if it's me and Ashad against you and Sadiq. I'm not gonna lie, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Me and Pete though. What about me and Pete?
Well, because I'd have to guard Pete then.
Right.
We'll see though. We'll see. Steven, a really good matchup would be you and Pete against me and Steven.
Oh, I would take
Yeah, facts. So yeah, we got the gang in person yesterday. All right, Corey, you want to drop the dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it?
I do not condone this.
Sure.
Oh, here we go.
Dun dun. No, so Scott, they ask for either that. They ask for either a receipt or invoice or that. So do the form, but don't worry about the like brand letters and stuff.
He's so heavy.
Happy Monday, everyone. Make us proud.
Monday.
Nike
Everyone have a good rest of the week. Bang.
Featured offer percent. I mean, as high as possible. It really doesn't matter. Focus on your sell-through rate more and being happy that inventory is moving quick. Your featured offer percent isn't super important. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Get those Nike on gates in. DMs are always open if y'all got any questions. I'll probably be on the live later today too. And check the link in the description for auto one gate list, free Discord, whole bunch of additional good content for you guys and such. Love you guys. Have a great day. Let's get to it. Let's kill this week.
Peace.
Yep. See you guys.
My bad. I clicked leave stream, not end stream. My bad, y'all.